sensor-based energy conservation. The aim of the project is to conserve the energy depending only on the person detection. Here in this project, the input sensor is nothing but the PR sensor, which is used to detect the human beings. Only when the presence of the person is there, then only to operate the devices. Like in this project, we are going to show 3 demo devices. Like one is a fan, and the second is the energy conservation based on bulb, and the third you can in here we have put like a charger here as a mobile charger. But apart from charger, you can easily put even PC also. So this main project utilized for the corporate officers. So here we are going to show you actually the devices based on relay, which is the interfacing unit to the controller and to the devices. It acts like a switch between the controller and the output devices. Coming to the interfacing unit. This is the main motherboard of the entire system, and here this is the PCB board on which you are going to place the microcontroller unit. Here microcontroller is the main heart of the entire system, in which we are going to dump the program code, and this is the PCB board on which these are the power supply components for the controller, and here we are going to give the supply voltage from your main. So here for the controller you need around 5 volts of DC power supply. So the main power supply is 230 volts AC. So from 230 volts AC to a 5 volts DC, we are going to use this power supply component. The first is your step down transformer, which step down the step down voltage from the 230 volts to a 12 volts. Okay. After the step down voltage, you are going to get AC here. So for conversion of AC to DC, you are going to use a rectifier. Here we are going to use a bridge rectifier. It is an IC of DB107 which converts AC to DC. But the output of rectifier is not a perfect DC, it's a pulsated DC. So we are using a capacitor filter which is of 1000 microfarads, which filters the AC component and gives a perfect DC output. This output voltage we are interfacing to the regulator here. This is a voltage regulator which is a 5C7805. It gives a 5 volts output voltage DC, constant regulated output voltage. So here after regulator also there is a small capacitor of 100 microfarads which is used to protect the controller. So like if you get any output voltage with any ripples of AC, remove with this capacitor filter also. And from this output of regulator you get a 5 volt constant voltage to the controller. And these are the programming pins, 5 programming pins through which you are going to dump the program code into the controller. So the first pin is your supply voltage, the second pin is the ground, and the third pin is the reset, and the last 2 pins directly goes to the last 2 pins of the controller. So directly the program can be dumped to the controller there. And this is the LED indicator. So LED requires around 1.5 to 2 volts. So here the output of the regulator is 5 volts. This LED indicator just for the power supply indication. So as you get the power supply to the controller, it indicates to this LED light. And to get 2 volts of power supply, we are going to drop the voltage of around 3 volts using a 330 ohm resistor here. And this is the reset button which is used to restart the controller, leave about the peripherals. Apart from the peripherals, if you want to reset the only controller, you are going to press this button. This is the reset button, and this is a 10 kilo ohm pull-up resistor, and this is used to pull up the excess voltage. And coming to this is on and off switch button. Okay, this is a slide switch. So when it is at the left side, it is under off mode. When it is at the right side, it is under on mode. And here, this is a crystal oscillator which gives a frequency of about 20 megahertz to the controller. So here, this is the input module, which is nothing but the PR sensor. PR sensor is passive infrared sensor. Initially, it takes a 2 milliseconds delay to identify any person that comes nearby. So once it has been identified, these are the 3 wires. So brown wire is the power supply wire, and the black wire is the ground one, and the red wire is the output wire. So when the person has been detected, the output wire gives a high voltage to the controller. So this is the input to the controller through which you are programming her. So when the person has been detected, controller gives the program there, and according to the program, the devices get operated. So here, interfacing unit between a controller, motherboard and the devices is the relay unit which acts like a switch between the controller and the devices. This is the relay circuit board. Here, relay, we are going to use a relay board here. This is the relay actually. takes the two source AC or DC power supply, and it can operate the devices of AC voltage, even DC voltage devices also. And this is the input from the controller. This is the output of the controller and input to the relay unit. So here transistor acts like between a switch between the relay unit and to the controller. So when you get a high signal from the microcontroller unit, relay operates using this transistor. So to the base of the transistor, when you get a high signal, common and emitter creates close path, and from 7812 regulator, you get a 12 volt constant power supply to the relay unit. Here, relay unit is here also you can have an LED indicator which indicates the power supply to the relay. And there is a diode there which is used like a protection diode. So this diode, this is like previous diode here. So if you get any feedback, anything that generated EMF, it's going to reduce using this diode and protect the transistor also. And here output of the relay is nothing but the two kinds of switches here. So from these two switches, the devices have been socket. Through this socket, so the first we have connected to the DC pack. So the second switch is for the next. The third one, either you can go for DC or you can have an RC unit. This DC pack. As the person has been identified, the devices can be operated automatically. The person needs to also stand actually. Here have the switch off, he can manually operate the operation also. And when the person has not been detected, when the person has not been detected, he can automatically the devices at the same time also get stopped. In this way, depending on the person's presence, you can operate the device and automatically turn on and turn off by detecting the person who is present. In this way, the entire unit can be designed for the conservation of energy. So now the person has not been there, automatically all the devices get turned off. So when the person has been identified, automatically all the devices can be off. Suppose the person needs like manually restart operation, then he can off and when this is a manual operation can also be done. So once a person has been detected and like the presence has not been absent, then in such a case for 50 milliseconds it takes a delay time. 50 seconds it takes a delay time. We want to pull up the CR filter and then only you can identify that the absence of the person and then it operates the devices. Because CR filter disadvantage is like it takes delay time more for both operations for input taking and output taking. Input is early in some cases and output takes a little bit delay time because as the sensor is under heating connection, it takes